Hey, thanks for joining me today. Andy here again with another episode of our Boundary Waters trip. So if you've been watching so far, you've seen part 1 and 2 where we made the trek all the way up to Boundary Waters, Minnesota. We made it to Sawbill Lake. We took off in our canoes in an absolute downpour of epic proportions. We made it all the way to our campsite at the north end of Sawbill Lake. And we camped there for the first night, Sunday night. And then Monday we woke up to gorgeous views and jumped in the canoe and had a pretty tough day of 4 portages, getting all the way from Sawbill Lake all the way up to our island campsite on Cherokee Lake. And man, that weather was beautiful that day. It was perfect. The winds were calm. The skies were as blue as you can imagine. It was just a spectacular day, which was great after such a horrible day the day before. So now we'll pick up that next morning, which is Tuesday morning, at our new island campsite in Cherokee Lake, where we slept in, explored a little bit of our campsite that morning, and then after lunch we get ready to head out and explore the rest of Cherokee Lake, come back that night, and then camp. And then our goal is to wake up Wednesday morning and head off to the trail, the portage, to the next lakes that we want to head to for the next campsite on Wednesday night. So we've got to go find that today, though, so that we can do it early that next morning. So stick with us, and if you haven't subscribed, please do that now. I appreciate all the support. Like, comment, share. I appreciate it all. Thanks so much, and enjoy our adventure.
Ta-da!
Yep.
Alright, so we're going to go out on the water a little bit. The wind's picked up, but we're going to go explore, aren't we, Joe?
Yeah!
With the rest of the gang. We just had lunch. We had some summer sausage and some Ritz crackers and any snacks that people had. Here's our camp today. We just got all the stuff out for lunch and our meals. So it's been a pretty good campsite. Very big. And then you can see the trail back there. That's what leads to the latrine. So you kind of go back this way.
Are you going to want to bring
And it goes back a while, but you kind of walk back into the woods and it's really kind of dense. There's some cypress, some spruce in here, a little bit of birch too. So it's a little different than the rest of the islands that we've stopped at so far. So, and then the other trail from our camp is, you go back kind of to the main campfire area. Back around. And here's our campfire. Ready to go out the trail down here. And there's like a sheltered cove, which is nice. That if we wanted to haul a canoe down here and launch it, it's probably easier, I would guess. Although it's pretty shallow. But you could get one in here. It's just there's no place to put multiple canoes, really. So, but it gives you a little sheltered area from the wind. So we've got our own little cove. This kind of faces west, and you can see the rest of this section of Cherokee that opens up, and we might go around that point and go behind this island. And there's many more islands that way. And this is a pretty big lake. So. That's it. water again. Off to do a little exploring. Whole crew is launching right now, so we just launched first. And we are just pulling away from shore a little bit here. We'll do a little fishing on the way. It's pretty strong, Joe. Gotta tighten my hat. So it doesn't blow off the face. Sun's come out here for a little bit, and the wind has definitely picked up out of the south, so it's gonna make us work a little harder to get where we want to go, but haven't seen anybody yet today. Since we pulled into camp yesterday, we saw one campsite, the first campsite as you enter Cherokee Lake from Cherokee Creek. There's Joe getting his fishing pole out and ready. That campsite welcomed us as we rowed, paddled onto the lake. They said hello, and we haven't seen anybody since. So we're kind of the next pocket north on the island, and then there's a few more pockets as the lake keeps going further north. Nice cast. And then we'll continue tomorrow heading east to the portage. Wind's blowing us. Joe dropped the line, so it's my job to try and keep us straight. That wind. A little strong. It's like one. You want to go over this way?
Yeah.
We're going to float around. You can just talk. You don't have to be quiet.
I don't know.
I am filming, but you can still talk.
Got it. I want to go towards the shore.
Closer than you are right now?
Yes, because that's where we saw those 3 huge fish. I'm like, I want to get over there.
Okay.
And then I want to go over there.
Okay. Well, the wind will push us in. I'll just try and keep us angled the right way. Looks like one of the other boats is away. And now we're waiting on our third boat to get loaded. Well, we just found one of the other campsites. Joe jumped out to go scout it just to see what it's like. Get us lodged. You okay? What happened?
I tripped. And I hit my knee straight into a rock.
Oh man.
Stop filming.
So we found the portage for tomorrow. It's like a staircase straight up. So we're taking pictures of it because it looks so ominous. Yep, we're good. Two, right?
Oh, I think it's 3.
Right in front of you.
There's 3. Hello, Lynn.
Dive, dive!
Do they all just drown themselves?
What are they, submarines?
Over there.
They swim underwater to escape predators.
Can we run back into them?
What?
Look, babies. Where'd Mama Loon go?
Dive, dive, dive.
Just the two babies on top. Oh, there she is.
Like calls in the wind. It's weird.
You can hear the waterfall from back in here, so we backed the boat in. We're gonna kind of make our way back here through the trees. You can see a little waterfall there. Another one. Let's see it kind of coming down the hill. Yeah, that's pretty cool here at south end of Cherokee, near the portage on the southeast side. Pulling into shore. Got it?
I think so. Did, yes.
Okay.
Wait a second.
So Joe and I just made it back from a little exploration. It's almost 4 o'clock here on Tuesday. So our second day here on Cherokee Lake. And we just took the canoes out as a group and did a little exploration and a little fishing, but more just kind of seeing where we need to go tomorrow, and then check out a couple other campsites just for, you know, for the heck of it. And one of the campsites, Joe got out and tripped on one of the roots and slammed his knee on one of the rocks that are exposed and bruised it up pretty good, so he's a little gimpy. Gonna take a little rest. I'm gonna probably go lay down myself, try and get a little rest before everybody comes back for dinner. So it's just the two of us here at the campsite right now. It's been a windy day. The clouds have been mostly with us all day. The sun's trying to peek through, but it's been more cloudy than anything. The wind has definitely been pretty steady all day long. It's been probably a good 15 mile an hour most of the day. So we're in a breezy spot. We're south facing, and there's been a good bit of wind, either coming from the southwest or today a little bit from the south. So that helps with the bugs a little, but it's also helped keep the temperature down, so it hasn't been very warm. I think today the warmest we've seen has been in the low 70s, but we'll check the temps here in a little bit. And then we've got our pot hanging up above us that's rehydrating some taco meat. We're going to have Taco Tuesdays tonight, which I'm very excited about. Looking forward to that a lot. We had a good lunch, and looking forward to another good dinner. And then we get up early. We've probably got to pack up stuff a little bit tonight and figure out how to get out of here early, because we've got one portage that looks pretty tough to start off with, and then I think two other smaller ones. One's still sizable. It's 100 plus rods, and then there's one that's in the 50s, I think, and then we're done. So I think the goal is to be up and on the water by 8 or 9, so that we're hopefully at our site by 2 o'clock, something like that. So that's the hope. It's been a lot of fun. It's really beautiful here. I'm glad we stayed here a second day just to kind of relax after that second day of travel in was tough, but this has been really, really nice. I hope his knee's okay. He's in the hammock now. Gave him some Advil, and hopefully he can get a little nap. I think that'll help him, and see how he feels later, how stiff his leg is, but we'll make do. So, or later.
Actually, Joey, go ahead and throw that in there.
It's much easier to put wood on a fire when it's not under a grate.
Well, but that actually does contain the heat from burn fire.
I understand the logs, but the grate. Now we're gonna maybe need those micro bellows.
Today's
Jeep.
Wait, we've only had 2 nights?
Oh, this is my fire poker.
Yeah, but
Okay,
after
well.
tomorrow we'll be over halfway. Whoa! Joey, after tomorrow we'll have done 3, and then we're gonna have 2 more, so after tomorrow we'll be That's a great piece. Once you split it.
It twisted. Look.
It did, yeah.
What?
Let's get halfway through it. Let's wait until this catches.
I know.
I don't know if I could take him the film off, but. Matter of fact, when I went to film it, we just, kind of. My,
That was
oldest girl
fast.
made something.
Yeah, look, it's catching.
That's odd. Like,
See, it went out.
Sneezed.
It went out.
it like sneezed. It went.
I didn't know wood could. Fire could sneeze.
That's enough, Dad.
It says split these logs.
No.
I haven't even finished.
It's fine. We'll still only have enough wood for tonight.
And we'll be nice. Stop sneezing.
What was that pizza place Saturday night?
Oh.
Hoots.
Hoots!
Hoots on the water. Hoots on the water.
What the? This is such a weird fire. It'll go out and then it'll come straight back.
Funny seeing how the flames turn out like like when they die and come back. No, you need to do it in slow motion so that when it's done in normal time, in slow time. I think we need more bellow action.
We need a little bellow down below.
Mr. Parrish, we figured out how to make something appear normal time in a time lapse. Do it in slow motion.
So after our wonderful Taco Tuesday dinner, which everybody seemed to love, we got back in the boat, Joe and I did, and went out for a little bit of fishing. It was nice and quiet. We had about 30 minutes left of daylight and just kind of enjoyed the peace and quiet. And unfortunately we didn't have a whole lot of luck, but sure had a good time. Well, thanks everybody for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you stick with us for the next adventure, you'll see our travels from Lake Cherokee up the Stairway to Heaven, across the Cliffs of Insanity, down to the other side, through a thunderstorm, seeing the bald eagle on North Temperance, crossing over into South Temperance, scrambling to find a campsite, and then some late night fishing that leads to the monster catch. So look for that next episode. We'll see you next time.